check that out. Oh, I love this time of year, genuinely love this. Right, well, we've got the greenhouse to put up down the allotment, so I thought I'd bring you along. It's going to take a few days, but I'll get it all done in this video then. You ready? Here we are at the workshop. Let's give you a quick run through on what we're doing. Okay, so what you can see here is these are 2x3 CLS. This is the vac stuff, like a skinnier version of what I use on the gate. This is rated for rotten insects, so obviously that's what we're going to use inside the greenhouse. What I'm doing is we've cut it to it's around about a 30-degree angle, I think, here off of the 90. But I'm using the old speed square. So what we're doing is obviously I determined what the angle wanted was with Mr. Pythagoras, and because I know that we're going to want it 12 foot wide or 3.6 wide, it's going to be 4.8 long, and I want it at the peak to be basically 2.4 high, right? So I know that the 2x4s for the, oh yeah, and I've got some 2x4s over there. So the 2x4s are going to go in the ground. We've packed dirt around it, so no concrete or anything like that. Packed dirt around them. They're going to stick out the ground about 6 foot. So they're going to, like talking head. So they're going to come out about 6 foot, and then these 2x3s are going to sit on top and give us the little peak. I know that from side to side it's going to be 3.6 meters. So from the side to the center of the peak is going to be 1.8 meters. And I want it to go 600 mil high, which is effectively 2 foot. So then that means that this one here, the C, so we've got A squared plus B squared equals C squared, is going to work out at 1.9 meters, give or take. So I've just lined it all up by eye. Again, this is not fine joinery, this is just get on with it. Yeah, so that's what we're doing basically. And I'm going to make the frames up here as much as I can, get everything done here so that when we get down to the allotment, just got to dig the holes, pop it all in and start bracing it all together. This is how we're going to make it super strong. We're going to have one on the back side there, one on the front side, loads of polyurethane glue, loads of nails from the nail gun. That is going to be super strong. It's supposed to be. Well, we'll see, because we're only doing 8 foot centres, which is a little bit ropey if I'm honest, but money's tight and we don't want to spend too much money, and we want it to be a cheapish project, and I've got a lot of this material kicking around, so like the marine ply and stuff is just leftovers. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I shall see you in a minute. Ready? Rightio then, so this is what we've got done, dusted, ready, and we're going to finish off this morning. As you can see, we've got 3 4x4 posts, all sunk into the ground about a couple of foot, because we're not allowed permanent structure, so posts into the ground, not permanent structure. We've got some battening around, we've got the trusses up at the top here, and yeah, this is just flopping around. We've got our water, that's going to go over here in this corner here. That is what we've managed to accomplish so far. So try and keep the sun out. Hey, backlit, God, mood lighting. But yeah, so that's where we're at. We're gonna finish the framing up today, try and get it wrapped in plastic, because ultimately getting this sorted is the big deal, because if we don't have water, we won't have any plants this summer, because I don't want to be carrying all that water around. That's going to suck. That's what we're up to today. We're going to finish the framing, hopefully get the frame in for the door, pop the plastic on, but we've only got a couple hours before we need to get down to the workshop and do some work. So happy days. ready. Do you want to see what I've built? Hey, ready? Look at that, I did a thing, hey? We made a greenhouse. Should I show you around? Okay, so here we go. So from here to here, it is now 14 foot, 4.2 meters. From here to here, that's 8 foot, and we're 12 foot wide. So 4.2, 3.6, and 2.4 meters. There we go. We've got what else? Well, we've used a whole mixture of like battening, and so we've got some battening, we've got some like old pallet timber, we've got the trusses that we made, we've got a nice little latch, look, boom, check that out. So we've got a nice little latch, pop some T-hinges on there. I must make sure this doesn't shut because then I'll be stuck in it. So this is what it looks like inside. It's already warming up, got a little bit of scrap, but yeah, what do you reckon? Hey, this is good, and this is needed because we've got about, I don't know, 75, 100 plants, something like that, down the workshop, all in the kitchen and in the office area. They all need to come down here, obviously be hardened out, so we can get them all planted. I don't know if you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds prepped, and so we're gonna really motor along. I know a lot of people are like, dude, it's May, what are you doing? Time is expensive, man, and we only have so much of it. So this is the best that we can do, and this is what we're gonna do. What do you reckon? So the plan being, we're gonna have guttering that runs all the way along here because there was some dodgy offcuts, and there's an IBC there. That's gonna sit in the corner. We've got like a raised area, stick a pallet on, put the raised area on, or stick a pallet on the raised area, put the IBC on top of it, and then we'll have like 450, about 18 inches from where the nozzle is on the tote to the floor, so we'll be able to get a watering can underneath there, and it will self-fill from the gutter. And I think what we might end up doing is we might end up putting like another one back here, because, well, like if we have another year like last year where it's hot, everything will die. So yeah, water is key. Water is key. So this is what I'm talking about. So this, from like ground level to the top of there, is about 400 mil. So with the pallet and the IBC, and then obviously it's got like a nozzle down there. We're just gonna slip the gutter underneath this batten here, screw it down. It's just some offcuts, so we'll just sort of like slot them into each other and it'll work. But yeah, it's not perfect. I mean, it's not perfect by a long shot, but it didn't really cost us any money. So other than the plastic and all the timber, we just like ripped down. So a lot of, I got some batten because it's not expensive, and then like I said, we've got some pallet wood. All the uprights along the back, they're an 8x4 pallet that I just stripped down in half. The cross braces along the back here, they are from a gravel board that we just chopped up and stripped into 3. And yeah, that's about it. Sorry I didn't show you much of the build process, but you know, with the way everything is at the moment, time is, like I said, time is a killer. So we ended up building this over the course of like on and off over a week. It was like an hour here, an hour and a half there, an hour and there, and then obviously it's Sunday evening, 6:20, and we've just got it finished and all dried in because we ran out of plastic on the edges, or on like the gable end type things. So, but yeah, what do you think? Would you have done anything different? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I'm genuinely interested for any feedback that you've got. And yeah, finally we can get some plants in the ground. Oh look, and there you go, like I said, we've got some prepped beds. We even got some potatoes in. Even got some potatoes in for summertime, eh? But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you like it. If you don't, screw you. And I hope you have a great day. Alright, you take it easy. We are getting there, and I will catch you on the next one.